Hi everyone, I've come down to B&Q in Blackburn to have a look in the garden centre. It's Easter weekend, so they should have plenty of plants out. Let's go and see what they've got to offer. Okay, so heading outside into the garden centre, you can see lots of bedding plants along here, fruit and vegetables and things. Already seeing some bamboo here. This is the Phyllostachics bamboo, £35. Some nice new culms coming out of there. Looks like they've been kept watered, which is good. And I can already see some palm trees, which is encouraging. So we'll head past the box and straight to these Trachycarpus fortunei. Some are tied up like that one. Others are set free. These are £80. Okay, they're very small plants, actually. £80 seems like a big ask. Hold on a minute, this one's only £55, this tied up one. Oh, it is a tiny bit smaller, can you see? It is a bit smaller. In fact, it's tiny. £55, £80. If you're in Ireland, or Northern Ireland, it's €94. This one presumably isn't available in Northern Ireland, I'm not sure. Goodness me, that standard Trachycarpus fortunei. It doesn't seem very cheap, does it? I'll be interested to see how many of these are left next time I come back. I'll try and keep you updated on that. Okay, we'll carry on walking down. Looking both sides, they've got some nice olives here. These are £42, which seems quite reasonable. They're decent plants. They're getting on for 6 foot, or probably 5 foot above soil. If you're planting things out, then you do lose obviously the height of the pot, but you can't really get a sense for that when you're looking at it in the pot, so it's hard to tell sometimes. Oh dear. Bit of a disaster in the bamboo section. This does often happen here, and one of the problems when plants are blown over, they don't get, and it rains, they don't get watered. So there's some dead looking things there, as well as some moderately unhealthy or underwatered looking plants as well. Now here is these are all standard Phyllostachics, I think. Yes, golden bamboo. However, look at this one. It's a bit of an angle, but this is, you can see the black stems, really attractive. Black bamboo, Phyllostachics nigra. So yeah, that's a nice plant, and that was, what was that, 55 or 58 pounds. So it's a bit more than the Phyllostachics, which well, I marked half price actually, but they were 53. So half 53. Come on, 26 pounds 50. That's the answer. Okay, got some phormiums here. Oh, also some other bamboo. This looks like Fatsia. Yes. Fatsia wise bear. Not heard of that one. That's £19. I'd recommend Fatsia. They're a clump forming bamboo. You don't get big thick stems like you do on the Phyllostachics, which is the only downside, but the massive plus is that they don't run. They do grow much taller than that as well, and each new culm that comes up should grow higher. You can see actually this is probably the newest culm because it's the highest, so it will grow higher and higher each season. But yeah, some phormiums here. These are £17. A few different varieties. We've got Evening Glow, Cream Delight, and Tricolour. What's that one? £17. They're relatively small plants. It's a reasonable price. And we have some I've got a few different palms here. So we've got Phoenix canariensis, the Canary Island date palm. These are £10 and they're 2 foot high. So quite underwhelming really. I mean, if anyone's seen my recent video at B&M, not the one I just posted, but the one from before that, where I bought a huge 6 foot Canary Island date palm for £10. I know it's stretched. I know the one I bought was stretched, but it had a much thicker trunk than that. But this is a decent plant. You know, you can plant this in your garden, or rather in a pot, unless you're in a very mild part of the UK, and you'll get a decent plant from that. So not too bad a price, I wouldn't say. We've also got some Shamrocks down here, Shamrocks humilis. 2 of these are £10. One looks considerably bigger than the other, both in terms of height and also trunk size. But both of those are decent plants. Lots of ferns. So we've got various things there. I'm not an expert on ferns. We've got a cordyline there, and I think I've spied some behind me as well, a big cordyline section. So a whole end of cordylines. So we've got standard australis at the top, £10. Decent plants, you know, nice size, 2 to 3 foot. Then we've got the brown ones, the red star, looks more brown to me. This is Charlie Boy, I think. Yes. And this is really attractive. I don't think, I'm looking at the video on my phone, and I'm looking at this in real life, and I don't think my phone does it justice. It's a really vibrant pink. The edges of these leaves are glowing. So it's a really attractive plant. I have tried it a few times, maybe twice, and they have died in the winter. They were sold to me as hardy as the green cordyline australis. They're not. It says hardy to -5 there, which is about right. I mean, I go below, or I go to -5 or below every single winter, so not hardy for me, unfortunately. Here we have cordyline peko. I think this might be what I have at home, not sure actually. I bought a couple of cordylines which are a bit wider than standard australis end of last year, and I can't quite remember what they are. I'll have to check one of my videos, see if I posted about it. Then they've got also these ones. These are Torbay Dazzlers, £12. I think, the Charlie Boy's 12 as well. The red ones were 10. They've got some more red ones there. So lots of options for cordylines, all reasonably priced. I came down here before. Well, I came down the other side. Or they've got some Canary Island date palms here as well. These ones are a bit bigger. They're £17. Still a lot smaller than the B&M ones. They're only sort of 3 to 4 foot, maybe 4. And they've got some £17 Shamrocks humilis. There's another £55 trachycarpus. That trunk looks a bit bigger than the other one that I saw. Yeah, they look pristine, apart from the Canary Island date palm, which doesn't look so healthy. Yep. Then we've got some hostas over here. A lot of people with a tropical style garden have hostas. So these are £9, a couple of varieties. Look very nice. Now let's have a look down here. Very quiet this evening because I've come at 7:30 at night. It shuts at 8. So not many people out here. Nothing tropical down here either. Oh no, an abandoned trolley. What were they going to buy? They were going to buy 2 indoor plants. some bedding and a nice old pot full of rubbish. But they changed their mind. Perhaps their partner said, forget about it, put that back. Well, they haven't bothered putting it back, they've just left it there. Hopefully those indoor plants do get taken inside before tonight. Nothing of particular interest down there, and I don't think there's not normally much down this one either. It's also like herbs and normally got some vegetables and things down there. But I have just spotted here some more trachycarpus, fortunei, and some olive trees as well. So this looks like one of the bigger trackies. Oh no, £55. So this is one of the smaller ones, but that is probably the biggest trunk of the lot. So the ones that were £80 are actually smaller than that one. So that's the one to buy, ladies and gentlemen. If you get down here quick, go for that one by the doors to the store. We'll have a quick look at these olives. More olives, £139. And these are tall plants, you know, these are big plants. And they've also got some really big ones as well. Those two there, can you see them at the back? They're £199, and they're kind of 10 foot tall. So not a bad price actually. They'll be very old plants, so not a bad price indeed. Also, I've just realised I walked straight past a load of Fatsias next to the phormiums, or between the phormiums and these palm trees here. And they've got standard Japonica, £9. Spider's web, £16. That's a decent sized pot as well. That's hard to tell, isn't it? But quite a big plant, that. So a very reasonable price. I think they've just got the two. Last time I was here they did have camouflage, but ironically I didn't see it. Someone pointed out that they had it, but I definitely can't see it now. It's either doing a great job or it's been sold. No, I think it's gone. Now I'm asking myself, what am I going to buy? And I think I'm probably going to buy these two Shamrocks. And I know, regular viewers will know that I can't grow Shamrocks actually very well, very successfully. But I'm going to put those in my mum and dad's garden, where I think they might do a bit better than mine. So I'm going to give those a go. That's £20 spend. And also I'm very interested in these Charlie boys, and I know I said I've tried them before and they've not grown and not hardy for me, but I have got a spot in mind for them, which would be in a pot next to the house, on the south side of the house. So actually it's quite sheltered. I can grow a few things there that probably wouldn't grow otherwise. So I might get a couple of these. And that one's rocking in the pot a bit. Actually, that one's leaning very heavily. That one's quite solid, I think. That's rocking as well. Look. In a recent video I did at B&M, I was gonna buy some Shamrocks humilis volcano. That one's terribly rocking in there. And but they were rocking, and multiple people said, well, why didn't you buy them? Because they were rocking. And to me that says it's not established in this pot. The root system isn't very good. I can't see I can see one root coming out the bottom there, but that should be much sturdier in that pot. It's not sturdy at all. So actually I think I'm going to give those ones a miss. Just going to check this other one that I put down here for the thumbnail picture. I'll put two down here actually. I didn't notice those rocking, but yeah, that's... what do you reckon? That's not too bad. It's just the soil is completely loose. It's like not in there at all well. That one's much better. I might pull them out and have a quick look at the roots. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's got some nice white roots in there. That one's coming with me. I'm just going to do the same with this one. Not as nice, but I think I'm gonna take those two. Okay, final decision. I've gone with one of the Charlie boys, the one that's well rooted, and the taller of the two Shamrocks humilis. So that is £10 for this and £12 for this. I'm going to take them to the checkout now because the store closes in about 5 minutes. And that's it for today. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are.